HEYO, can you tell me what reflection is? A couple of students are talking about it.
Usually, you should do it every day when you teach.
Well, I want to be a wonderful THE. Can't you explain it to me?
Well, all you have to do is think about what you were teaching. And afterwards, think about how the lesson went. It's called reflection in action and reflection on action. It helps you learn what works and what doesn't, and how to change it.
I think reflection prior to instruction will be most useful because it will increase the subject matter knowledge prior to the lesson.
I agree. For example, understanding about content in a specific academic area, such as history.
I think it will help most by focusing on curricular subject matter and reflecting on misunderstanding.
Touché. I've also found that it helps transform subject matter into pedagogy, which is the knowledge of how to teach certain subject matter. I have to figure out what went wrong with one of my lessons today.
Oui, will you want to dota? Quand I am done with a lesson, I am done. I rarely change anything with my lesson plan unless something major go wrong.
Really, I always am reflecting on ways I can change my lessons. I may think it is going to work out on paper, but man, sometimes the perfect lesson plan on paper can blow up in your face.
Allons à un tel thème ways nedat bit non injuste et avitata. You must spend a lot of time redo your lesson plan, if your kid are anything like mine.
It might take a little longer than normal, but I want my students to understand the material to the fullest. So what if it takes a little more effort on my part? We're teaching our future.
So, if one of your students does understand, you spend more time with them even if the rest of the class understand?
Oh yes, I want all of my students to understand, not just some of them. The more questions they ask, the more knowledge they gain. If I don't particularly know the answer right off the bat, we investigate until we find the answer. It might not be today, but we will answer all questions. Speaking of knowing the answers to all questions, being a teacher demands knowledge in many subjects, including professional knowledge of the students in their classroom and their community needs, reflecting on the curriculum, and knowledge of the broad purposes of education. These areas provide the opportunity for reflection directed at growth in teacher knowledge.
Wow, un aime learning et l'autre outil conversation. Un guessage tout le temps more of temps. Waste knowledge.
I must say, I do know a lot. Teacher knowledge is a formal body of information that comprises our understanding of how to teach.
Ok, assez, so you're saying by reflecting, on tes idées and growth in THE knowledge, a THE is able to better serve excellent classroom by tuned into ways going around but in the classroom and out in the community of students.
That's very true.
ITCM social study content is constantly changing and evolving. How do I make certain one THing is correct?
You have to make sure that you are using reflective inquiry.
What a?
It is when you develop new knowledge that depends on a procedure that assumes knowledge is ever changing or growing.
Cool. I have noté question. How can I improve my social study lesson to across to the children more? Un fait lecteur no involved in the lesson.
I found this great case study that had a lot of information about encouraging students to be active in their learning. Follow me to my class and I will let you borrow it.
Ok. Donc.